What's up, Ellis?
Yo, you're right, mate.
I'm good, man. How are you?
Hello.
I'm all right. Yeah, a bit ill at the moment, but committed to the cause.
You're what?
I'm not feeling 100% at the moment. I had this nasty cold.
Ah,
I don't know if you can hear it in my voice. But
you gotta
all
shove
right.
the tissues up your nose.
I know. How are
You
you?
got the
You okay?
sniffles, huh? No, dude, I'm terrible. I had a horrible day. I flunked my freaking work exam, so I'm not getting a promotion because I'm an
Oh
idiot.
shit, that's terrible, mate.
Yeah, I know. I missed it by one question. So
Oh my
I'm a
god.
little-
When did you get
I'm
to
a little
retest?
upset. 30 days I have to wait.
Okay, that's not too bad, is it?
Nah, but definitely a bummer. But yeah, it's all good. We move, so it's all good. I get to chat with my boys, build some soccer lineups, and
Yeah.
where we go again. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean,
But-
huge weekend. It's quite really exciting, isn't it?
dude, I'm stoked. Do you have the season pass? Like, can you watch MLS?
So, great question. My bank at the moment is offering that for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
so I can get MLS Season Pass and Apple TV as part of my just being with my bank. So,
Okay.
yeah, basically late nights, just like last year. So, looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's awesome. What up, Hirsch? Saw, dude. What's going on? Boys
There
are
you
just
go.
chilling, just chit-chatting real quick, getting
Oh, we
everything
love that
set up. Cap's typing away in his keyboard while his dog just walks in and out of the room. You
Yeah,
got a little Frenchie back there?
I do. Mike, go ahead.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. Look at that. Little Frenchie.
Oh, wow.
Dude, hold on.
Good,
Are we showing dogs right now?
yeah. Who's a good girl?
Yeah.
There we
Oh,
go.
A little scruff. Look at this dude. He's like, oh man, I was dead asleep.
Yeah, you guys thought you joined for an MLS show. This is actually just show and tell. That's
That is. Supposed to be working here, but sporting the lads. Yeah, man, love it. Well, hey, we'll jump into it. First stream with the guys. We're missing Jonesy today. But wanted to jump in here, and obviously it's a little bit different. Hirsch, you've been in a lot of my live streams in the past, but we're gonna do things a little differently. We're shaking some stuff up. So if you haven't known, I am now part of the All Around Sower Pod, and with the boys with Cap and Ellis. So that's who we have here today, hanging out, and we've been doing a lot more. So we were talking for a long time, all of us just kind of doing individual projects, and we're like, why don't we just link up, make it a lot easier, be a lot more fun. So that's what we're doing, man. Kind of taking it step by step, but this being the first stream of the year for MLS, and wanted to get after it and then show you guys what our thoughts are for this upcoming game week, show some lineups, talk about hot streaks. What else we got on the books, guys? I think is that it?
Yeah, I guess ones to watch as well. Perhaps some of the key players to sort of keep your eye on this coming game week. I think it's useful for us, for us to sort of share that knowledge if we've got it, and also equally, if anyone in the chat has anyone that you want to suggest, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
For sure. And Cap, you got a little something that maybe we'll share a little later on once we get some people in here.
Yes. Hopefully, just need a few more people in, get this live stream going on properly.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to share some news, so hopefully we get some more. And also, I think we can maybe do. I think it might be fun, lads, to do maybe like how there's like like in England there's a thing called Super Six, which is essentially you have to guess who wins. You do the actual score line, but if we had like a little competition between us all, we can maybe do something quite fun there.
I love it.
To guess all the fixtures for this week, and we can be like, all right,
who actually knows what they're talking about with our 3 in-season lineups, like who actually finished where.
Exactly. So
it'll be a little different though, because you play rare, and I think Ellis is in limiteds, right?
That's right. Yeah,
you and me are in limiteds, and they're all in rare. But yeah, Cap, did you post the link for the stream?
I did indeed. It is on the All Around Sower thing. We can go retweet that actually.
Yeah, let's go do that right now. Drive the peeps. Okay.
Yeah, let's put a little post out.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Well, cool. Well, I'm gonna steer the ship today, so we'll jump in here and show you what we're working with. So I have everything pulled up here. What we're looking at with So Rare. We got So Rare data. The boys, we have a membership for So Rare Inside. I was just taking a peek at what Deke thinks for the Columbus Crew for this weekend, and then Predictorify. You guys tell me if you want to deviate from this, but what I've always done in the past is when I'm looking to build lineups, my first thing I go to is So Rare data, taking a look at like what are the best matchups for this week. And obviously, this live stream, we're talking solely MLS. And so I wanted to dive through this quick and kind of get your guys' thoughts. I'm clearly biased, so I think I'll hold my thoughts here. But Kat, what do you think about we'll say the first top 5 matchups for MLS this week? You agree, disagree? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, from what I can see, Atlanta obviously against Montreal is going to be a good one to see if Atlanta's new attack is going to shape out to how we all think it's going to do, which is obviously I think it's going to be probably up there with Cincy's, to be fair. Almiron, Latte Laugh, it's got this silly amount of quality up top.
Is that the game you're going to watch? You're going to watch the Atlanta game?
It's one I've got my eyes on personally, but I do have a couple of classics from the classic rares in a few of the top 5 games, so I'll spread them. I'll spread my viewership to all of them, to be fair.
What about you, Ellis? What do you think?
Yeah, I'm looking at those. I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of goals. As people know, as you guys know as well, I do follow New York City quite closely. They're probably going to be missing Thiago Martins, their captain, for this upcoming game week, which is a big loss. Just
we had to scroll all the way to the bottom to get to this matchup. That's not a good look.
Yeah, Inter Miami. So I think they're going to, I think they're going to score quite a few, to be honest. So I can see why it's up there for Inter Miami. I'd probably put it higher if I'm being honest. The rest of them look good. I think DC United's fixture is pretty underrated against Toronto at home. That's really, really nice to see.
I'm intrigued as well, boys. I'm intrigued to see Austin versus Sporting Kansas. I think Austin, again, have good acquisitions. Obviously, they've got Ozuni, who I'm not actually sure is starting this weekend. I haven't actually looked. But obviously, you've got Brandon Vasquez. My boy. Yeah, obviously you know of him. So there's quite a few plays, and then obviously they've got a couple of good midfield additions as well. So I'm hoping they're going to do better this year.
For sure. I was actually kind of surprised. I thought with the way we've seen people buy cards right now, you would think MLS would talk about their poster of Evander, FC Cincinnati. Yeah. I thought we would see them, especially a top 8 matchup. Now, I know New York Red Bull and what they were able to achieve last year in the MLS Cup, obviously knocking off the Crew. That one hurt for me personally. But I think Cincinnati at home, I don't know if you guys caught the game last night. It was late, 10 p.m. In the U.S. So what's that? That's 3 a.m. your guys' time? You didn't watch it.
Pretty late, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't watch it. Evander came off the bench. He looked awesome. I'll tell you, Lucas Engel, the new left wing back that they brought in from Middlesbrough, that kid's class. He's going to be great. He is going to be the filler of Barrial. If you guys remember Barrial from 2 years ago for FCC, he was awesome off that left flank. If I was targeting, I said it, I'm biased. But if I was targeting somebody in the defense for FCC, I'd be going after that new Lucas Engel card. One, it's brand new. But 2, I think there's going to be a lot of balls that swing in. Danke going to bring it down, dropping it for Evander. But we saw it yesterday. And, close that door, Cat. we saw it yesterday with Alvis Powell's ball into Evander. And, man, Evander looked great. Bovo45 says, yo, how are the boys? Evander was so good with the goal and assist in 30 minutes. Bro, perfect timing that you say that. Absolutely. He smashed it, and that's what I'm saying. So I think it's funny, that you really have to scroll down here to find the matchups. But I think that's more because we did honestly look shaky in the back. Now, it wasn't the full guys. Matt Miazga still trying to get back. Teenage Adibi wasn't in there. So it was really Miles Robinson and Lucas Engel and DeAndre Edlin. But, I mean, you're also traveling too. I think there's going to be goals in this game. I don't think Cincinnati keep the clean sheet. But, dude, you got to target Evander at home first game. You just know it's going to be storybook stuff. Just like Inter Miami, it's like against New York City. You already know it's coming, Ellis. The goals are so that's just the facts, right?
It's already written.
Thing is, though, so obviously we can talk about the obvious ones, though, of being like people like Evander and Denki. I still like the shout of what Ellis had said about DC United at home to Toronto. Yeah. Obviously, you've got the boy Ben Tekers up front, and they've got, I think hopefully Pirani, I think his name is, the other Cam, is going to do well as well. Then obviously you've got people like Aaron Herrera, who's good, quite attacking fullback. So there should be a few goals in that, and maybe even a clean sheet on the side, because I can't see Toronto. Obviously they've lost Insigne. Well, they're not going to use him. That's what the coaches come out and said.
Mm-hmm.
And
Bernadeschi, right?
I think Bernadeschi's meant to be starting. I think he's meant to be one of the headliners for the squad, but they haven't improved from last year. If anything, they've dropped quality from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Just to add to that as well for DC, they've got this left back called, I did a bit of research earlier, they've got this left back called Schnegg.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of him. Anyway, he
Ellis, drive the ship. Take over.
I'll take over. How do I drive this ship?
Speaking of, while he does that, to be fair, I bought myself an in-season Schnegg because I thought he could do well this season.
I've done the exact same, actually. Yeah, and so I went to have a look at his Austrian Bundesliga matches played and stuff like that. And I basically figured out that he makes around 3.78 for successful crosses per match. I'm thinking him, Benteke could be something there.
How did you figure that math out? Please.
That's pussy stats for you, mate. You get all the free stats there. So yeah, put 2 and 2 together, crosses in the box, Benteke. I think there's only one outcome.
That's you got to sub to the channel to get those kind of data and analytics from Ellis.
I wanted to share something with you as well, Ellis, actually, because it was something you're going to love. You're going to have to give me a few minutes, and I'll let you know once I found the particular stat. But yeah, it's quite a fun one from what I found with Benteke, anyway.
Oh, I love it. But talk to us about the Columbus Crew, Cobi.
Yeah, man. So for those who don't know, we got a couple viewers in here still trying to get all the peeps in the squad. But for the Crew, so I have season tickets for the Columbus Crew, and I have season tickets for SC Cincinnati. One is my family, and then the other is my wife's family. So that's why it's both. And my family lives in Columbus. Her family lives in Cincinnati. So I say my teams because I pretty much go to every game if I can make it, even coming from Michigan. So the fact that we get to both teams are at home this weekend is crazy that I'm not going to be at either game because I have to leave for work out of town, which is horrible, terrible timing. But you couldn't ask for a better matchup for the Crew. If you look at last year, Chicago Fire were terrible. Shaqiri was supposed to be their guy, and clearly he didn't perform the way he was supposed to, and it didn't pan out. But I'm going to be honest with you, giving it number one of the best matchups, I actually think it's going to be a little bit closer, and I'm biased. Like, you got Greg Berhalter, and he was terrible as a U.S. men's national team coach. Let's just be honest. Get the cat out of the bag. But the reality is he's actually kind of steering the ship. And in MLS, there was a reason why he went from the Columbus Crew coach at that time to U.S. men's national team coach, and now he's back. Like, I think this system, he gets to play it. It's his guys, and he inherited a national team. It's totally different dynamics. I think this is gonna be close, and we have no Cucho. Yeah. I think the data is skewed. Like, So Rare Data has it skewed for Crew's performances last year. And if this was the case in the Chicago Fires, if you were taking last year's team and the data, 100% number one matchup. This year, not the case. I think it's a 1-0 or a 1-1 game, if I'm being honest.
I agree. I mean, Chicago, they've invested well so far. They got obviously the
Bamba?
stable, well, Bamba. They got Jack Elliott to short the centre back a bit more. Zinchenko. They've also, don't forget, obviously still got Hugo Kuipers and Brian Gutierrez. Obviously, Gutierrez has just recently got his first appearance for the US men's national team as well. So, I mean, he's full of talent. So it's quite an exciting little squad going on. Quite a young squad as well, from what I can remember.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, just quickly, Cobi, you've lost the manager who's won you quite a few trophies, right? Columbus.
From the manager we had last year, or
yeah, the manager last year, right?
No, we still have Nancy.
Oh, you still got Nancy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, but Greg was the coach for the Columbus Crew, right, and then Greg went from Crew to U.S. Men's National Team, and now here he is, landed back on his feet in the MLS. So
that's interesting.
It is.
I was going to mention Chris Brady as well for Chicago Fire. What are your thoughts on him, guys?
I mean, it's nice that we have the under 23 utility for so rare purposes. But I mean, there's so many better options with other leagues right now for under 23s. I really think that's FOMO. Like, you see an under 23 about to kick off a new season, you want to buy it. I don't think that's the right investment. Truthfully, I've watched his scores. You can look back. It's not great. And until that Chicago team really shows that they beefed up that defense and they solidified it, I think your money could be spent better elsewhere.
Yeah.
Well, how dare you, Detroit? Because I actually invested in A. Brady. So apologize to be on this stream. Right? No, honestly, no. I do have him. I actually got him for the sake of, initially I wanted to just run a under 23s like MLS sort of team. I have sort of tried to look elsewhere as well. But to be honest with you, there isn't many. Not that ones that surpass July. So in regards to under 23 utility that goes past this year and maybe another year or two extra, there isn't many. So that's obviously the upside of Brady. Brady, for me, I did watch him a couple of times last season. Yeah, he's not the best, but he has some sort of asset to him to be a half decent goalie. But I think it's almost like you can't really blame him either, though, because of the defense is just so shaky. It was so inconsistent as well. And I don't think boil it just solely down to Brady, to be fair.
Yeah, for sure. Is that where you were going with it, Ellis?
Yeah. The thing is, from a story perspective, you've got a lot of utility with a keeper like Brady. But as you probably know in football, you're only as good as the team in front of you. Chicago aren't going to put the work in and protect Brady a bit, then obviously his scores aren't going to be great. So maybe one to keep an eye on. Hopefully Chicago can sharpen up with defense. And he can get more clean sheets, because that's the hardest thing that I think you can get in the MLS, is getting clean sheets.
Yeah, that's true. Sure. And just before, I'd said to you, Ellis, before, I had a nice little stat for you. I have indeed brought it up.
Oh,
okay.
Lovely.
And it was obviously in regards to Christian Benteke. Okay, so coming off Brady a little bit. I've got down here, okay, in second place for the most aerial duels won, okay, was Lucas Bartlett of DC United.
Oh yeah, DC, yeah.
Yeah, with 110 aerial duels won, okay, last season. Do you want to know how many Benteke's got?
Oh, let me guess. So that's 110. Let's go something like 160.
310.
Wow.
310 aerial duels won, and he also had, the percentages was 73.3 that he won,
That's
which is
incredible.
one of the highest.
And obviously from a story perspective, that is amazing for AA.
Yeah, definitely.
That's huge.
So definitely, I don't know what's gone on with Cobi. I think he might have not liked my stats, but we will crack on nonetheless. Did you have any other sort of input?
Yeah, I mean, I guess looking at them as a whole, we'll go through them game by game. But yeah, I'll tell you what, Cap, DC are definitely one I'm keeping my close eye on. I really, really like what they've got going, and I think in the home matchups they could be really strong. Just like this one here, this is a prime example of the Toronto game. So yeah, I'm keeping an eye on their players for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Cobi just messaged as well to say that his computer had crashed. So that comes at a brilliant time. I wonder if I can see if I can share my screen so we can maybe go about this. Oh, no, he's back. He's back.
Yeah, you see me. You hear me.
We got you.
Dude, weirdest thing. I don't know. I think it's all right. Obviously, first stream technical difficulties, but you can see my camera's lagging, and I was like, "This is odd." And the next thing I know, we're trying to upload at the same time, the YouTube video, and I think that's the struggle. It's showing that it's taking a lot of RAM trying to do that. So, be an interesting one. Bovo said, "What's your opinion about Danke at Cincinnati?" What do you guys think about that?
Not really my area of expertise when he was at Circa Bruges, so don't really know too much about him sort of coming over. Obviously, I know there's a lot of hype around him coming to Cincinnati, so if anyone's got anything to add, let me know as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's a proven goal scorer in the European leagues. Hopefully, and I mean, we saw last night he took a half chance and just buried it, didn't he? So you're probably going to expect a lot of that. My only issue probably with Danke is, to be honest, you're only going to probably get 100 score if he scores 4 or 5 goals, because I just don't think he's a sort of player to provide any sort of AA. Obviously, I could be proven wrong this year, obviously because it's a different league. If anything, that might be a bit more of a reason why his AA isn't still any good. But he is definitely one who will probably be up there amongst the top 3 or 4 with Golden Boot, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It's definitely going to be AA driven. I know you guys didn't stay up to watch the game last night. Don't blame you with the time that it was. But right off of like first 20 minutes, he had an opportunity one-on-one with the keeper. He took it to the right and then kicked it right at the keeper. So, it doesn't – I think they're still learning. He's going to have with MLS, obviously the game was not in the United States, so travel, whatever you can tie it to. Because I watched it and I wanted to be critical. I wanted to be like, is he the real deal? Is he worth what they paid for him, or is this just smoke? And I think it's still too early to tell, but if we're being honest, they don't really have any other options. It's not going to be Sergio Santos. It's not going to be Corey Baird. And the best thing that could help Danke was that homeboy just got Evander, and Evander's going to create a lot of opportunities for him, and he might not even have to score because he can do I'm going to hold up as the holding forward and drop it, and Evander rips it outside the 18, and that'd be that. So
it's a good call.
Yeah. But no, I love it. So Bovo, appreciate the questions, man. That's what we do it for you guys going through here. So what we wanted to jump into, and I'll go first, is looking at lineups. Obviously, my lineups this week were kind of trash, and we're not even going to talk about that. So let's move on. We're here to talk MLS, and this is what I had. So obviously, my bias and where I stand. My goals for the in-season was, 1, to build an in-season FCC team, build an in-season Columbus Crew team, and then kind of have my third team be a mix of what I like matchup-wise, the cards I want to play, etc. So I looked at this, and truthfully, why I got Daniel and Rodriguez was Satonio had them really, really cheap, and I had so many cards. If you guys have ever checked my gallery, I've got like 400 plus, I think, limited cards. So I was like, rinse and repeat. Let me get out, and then let me bring some new guys in. And I think in MLS, it's do or die with a defender goalkeeper pairing. And I know, Cap, you posted a video on this. Cap, Ellis, you've shared your thoughts on this. Like, it is so hit or miss. When we were doing the Twitter Spaces, you talked about this, Ellis. Like, it's so few and far between that you get those clean sheets that when it happens, it's great. And that's the differentiating factor, is the guys who are at the top got that clean sheet from their defender and their goalkeeper. And the guys who didn't get up there, they had too many variables in. And so I think that was one thing that I learned from last year that I'm bringing this year, is that I'm going to do more pairings. So I've got San Jose at home. I actually think they're going to be a lot better than what people think. I think they're going to be a dark horse on the West to win it. They brought in so much good talent. I think this team is built to win and win now. So I loved having that. I got it cheap from Santonio, giving him some other cards. And then I brought Miguel Almiron. Obviously, Cap, you were talking about Atlanta, Latilath. I think that's a great pairing with those guys, swinging on the cross, finishing. And then, of course, the GOAT, you got to give him the captain's armband. So I had Messi there. And then I have my FCC team. You're going to notice, obviously, Lucho is not FCC, but I had to buy his card because it fits in the FCC collection still, and that was perfect for me.
So, it doesn't count.
No, it does count. It does count. So hold on. So I had to bring Lucho in. There's rumors that Orellano might not start this weekend. He didn't travel with the team, and so that'll be one to keep the eyes on, especially – I mean, what sucks about MLS is we really don't get news till like Saturday morning. So it's kind of unfortunate after lineups.
Is this with the injury reports?
Yeah. So, but right now with him, it's like they're still trying to, figure everything out with what they're going to do regarding his contract and all that. So there's still so much up in the air. So that's why I don't have him in here. Bova says, last question. Do we think Kai Wagner is still going to score as good as last season? Great question. Anyone want to take that?
I mean, players like Kai Wagner are just quality. There are no unknowns there as such. He's been in the MLS for quite a while. He's been doing it for such a long time. What's his age now? Is he still under 30 or just over?
28, I think now.
28. So, yeah, I mean, like he's in the prime of his career. I can't see that really stopping individually.
Yeah, and I think we saw it too. Like when Andre Blake wasn't in goal last year for Philly, I mean, they weren't keeping a lot of clean sheets, and Wagner was still top dog. I mean, you looked at top 5 MLS defenders. You had your Jordi Albas, but Kai Wagner was like, I felt like every time you were looking leaderboards, someone had Wagner, and he gets so many decisives because he kind of has like that free roaming position, and so I think that's still solid bringing Kai Wagner in for sure.
He's a player he's one of those players that actually don't need the team to do too well. He just does it on his own. I'm looking at Kai Wagner himself, and obviously Philly had a very poor season in comparison to many, and he's still hitting an average of 21 AA. You'll bring it up now. When he starts, literally he did one sub appearance all of last season, but the whole year 21 worth of AA. So
scores.
You can't, you pay premium, you're getting premium. Do you know what I mean? So whereas people like Latilath, Denki, Almiron, things like that are a risk because they haven't proven in it just yet at this point in time. I know Almiron's been in it before, but that was many years ago. So will he, tie in with his Atlanta team? There's many variables. Whereas Wagner, especially defenders, there's not many top tier defenders as well in the MLS that you can really solely rely on and not have to have that clean sheet bonus all the time.
Yeah. If you go down Cobi as well, if you just filter to previous season as well, perhaps do all like he's been doing this on a very long time frame.
I mean, let's just pull all. Yeah. Look at that.
Look at the hundreds.
Yeah. He's class for sure.
Yeah. So
but yeah, so great question, Bovo. Appreciate it. And then let me just wrap this up, man, because I'm very easy. So like I said, Denki, I brought in. I just can't justify some of these prices for these new cards. Like Latilath, I mean, this whole team was built on literally Satonio trading. So that was it. And then bringing Messi in. I was late to the game on Miggy. I should have bought him earlier. Honestly didn't think card prices were going to go to the moon like they did. So I was like, I'll wait because you can get these Denkies and Almirons cheap. And now here I am. I'm like, $30? That's a bargain. The rest of their actual in-season cards are going for 2.5 that. So that was it. But these are my teams. I've got Evander, obviously, is my captain for FCC. Lucho's in there. Denki, Engel should, and Celentano, barring any changes tonight. And then my Columbus Crew team with my number one Lucho. I had to. Crew don't really have a good midfielder yet. I think Dylan Chambos could be that good filler. I just think it's too early. I don't really know how we're going to look like in that front three. There's so much change. There's no Cucho. There's no Christian Ramirez. There was talks of getting Max Arston up, having him play left wing instead of left wing back so that DeJuan Jones could solidify himself. We just don't know. And I think with that in the first week, I don't want to gamble because the division placement is so crucial. I want to make sure I'm in Division 1 and not having to claw my way there week after week. So that was that. In Classics, it's still a bit of a mix. Luca Orjano, depending on what happens in the next 24 hours before lineups lock, he's the only person I really see moving out. Unless Shaburko is announced, he's starting over Malty. That's the other one. But this one, I'm willing to take a little bit more of a gamble on playing that. But other than that, that's my teams. Those are my lineups. Obviously, I got 42 to do tonight. Not looking forward to that. But that's MLS. So that's all I got for you guys. Anyone else want to drive the ship? Want to pass along the torch?
I've got a quick comment on your just the actual
shoot.
San Jose pairing.
Yeah,
I think it's the only thing I see when I see those is upside personally. Like coming off the back of an awful season, they've invested so much into that team. I really think they're good investments. I think it could pay off because Rodriguez, Daniel to one side from it, Rodriguez scored really well in a really bad season. Imagine what he can do when they play well.
That's what I'm saying. When I was looking at his scores, I was like, dude, he actually has been class last year. And like to put these up when the team was giving up 3, I mean, you're looking
exactly
it would be week after week, be 3. I mean, they lost 3-0 and he didn't get a decisive and he's still putting 70s.
That's crazy.
So that's why
that's negative 12. So you're looking like plus 12 points in those sort of games if they can keep clean sheets and stuff.
For sure. So that's where my head was at. And yeah, so those are my lineups for this weekend. All right, boys, who's next?
Yeah, sure, I'll go next then. Let me share the screen.
Please. All right. Let's pull it up.
Here we go. Okay, so my team's here. I've got 2 in seasons. Obviously, I'm in rare, so obviously the entry point is a little higher than limited, of course. So in regards to top tier players, I've not done it. Okay, but so we've got here. Okay, I've gone for Hugo Lloris at home to Minnesota. You know, they lost the other night. It's always a hard bargain, isn't it? Trying to get a goalkeeper to keep a clean sheet. So it's just the best of the bunch, I think. Mohamed Farsi at home to Chicago could do well as well. You might like him. Hey, what are you thinking, Detroit?
I love him. I love it. No Ryan Gold, Hershey says. I don't know. Was that for me, Hirsch? Or was that for...
I hope that's for you. I hope that's for you. Because, I don't want to spend 250 odd quid for me. But then I've gone for Marco Pasalic. I think he will blend in well with Orlando, obviously. Yeah, I think he's just a good player overall. I actually picked up Wilfred Zaha. I picked him up for £7 a couple months ago. Now he's I don't know what that is in dollars. It's probably about $10. So I can sell him, I think, about for $60, $70 now. So it's a very nice little investment for me there and got him at a low point. And I've also taken a bit of a gamble on this guy here, Tani Oluwaseyi. Probably butchered the name, and I am sorry, lad.
I think you pronounced it very well. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. So what I've done here, what have I seen? Minnesota looks to be apparently going to a 5-3-2. Okay, so he looks to be alongside Kelvin Yeboah, who we all know is quite a good goal scorer for Minnesota. I also checked out here, Ellis, you might like all this stuff as my little stats.
Yeah, what's this?
Going on here. So it's a new thing. I'll show you later. I discovered this last night. Okay. There is, where is it gone? I think it was non-expected penalty goals. Yeah, non-penalty expected goals. He is sitting there. Let me just see if I can zoom in so this train can see that a bit better. There we go. As you can see here, he's hitting 0.69 per 90. Ahead of Messi, ahead of Baribo, Jovic, Suarez, Martinez. Now, that is a smaller pool sample because he did get his chance near the quarter end of the season. So, obviously, I've got to take that with a pinch of salt. But he is someone who, I'm taking a bit of a punt. And I actually picked him up for £14, so about $18 to $20, sort of that ballpark. So, I thought, why not? Could be a half-decent little shout. And I tried to, boys, I don't know about you, but I tried my best to make at least 2 teams. Okay, especially obviously in Real, like I said, the point is high. So, but because obviously this first game week's going to be, everybody's going to be congregated into one big league. I want to try see if I can get at least 2 teams that are Division 2 and higher, so I don't have to ever start in Division 3 with a secondary team. So that's what I've sort of just scurried together, just a very basic bulk standard team. There are no standouts there. Chris Brady away to Columbus. Hopefully just gets some good AA and doesn't concede out of 3 goals or more. But yeah, Shaq Moore, Valakari, Schnegg, like you alluded to earlier, and Ignatius Ganago, obviously moved from Nantes to New England. To be fair, New England have a nice little attacking setup. You know, obviously you've got Coles Gill, now Ganago. You've also got Langoni, and obviously they brought in, is it Campana or Campania? He's obviously another solid player as well. Exactly. So they've got some solid attacking outputs, and I think he could be a good part of that. If we just go briefly over my classics, I've gone for like a little Seattle stack here going on. Jonesy will have this one, being a Seattle holder. Stephen Fry, Yeimar, and Albert Rusnak, who is just, I think, a top tier player. Obviously not quite Messi level, but definitely up there with people like Gould. Christian Ramirez meant to be starting this weekend as well for LA against San Diego. You know, there could be a lot of goals in there.
It's a strong team.
Exactly, yeah. I think it is a strong team. This has good chance of getting to Division 1. And then Christian Espinoza at home to Real Salt Lake. Then the last 2 teams here are going to be Daniel and Rodriguez. Again, like I said earlier. Exactly. I've got the boys there. So again,
and Maggie. Look at that. This is pretty much like the same team. You just rinse and repeat, huh? You just saw my tweet about this, and you're like, exactly. Oh, that's a great idea.
Exactly, mate. I'm sorry. I just had to copy. I'm a copycat, basically. But Daniel and Rodriguez, I think, are going to have a better season this season. I just have a feeling they're going to be better. They seem to just recruited better in the midfield, which hopefully will soften the blow on the defenders. Obviously, you got Miguel Almiron. Obviously, like I alluded to again earlier when we spoke about Atlanta and Charlotte, he is one that's going to excite a lot of Atlanta fans. Will he sort of reignite the form he once had, obviously, with Atlanta in his first stint? Then I've gone for Luis Suarez, the shoulder biter. He's at home to your boys, Ellis, of New York City.
Yeah.
And then
I have a messaging last night about the Inter Miami game.
Yeah.
You said you actually watched it, yeah?
Part of it, yeah. It was a bit late in the day for me.
Dude, we got to talk about his knees. He looks, I mean, this is the cold season, right? In the United States. So Michigan right now, I think today it said real feels like 6 degrees out there. Last night it looked cold. I don't remember what they said at kickoff, what the temperature was, but it was freezing. It's not getting warmer. It is getting warmer, but not in like the next week. Here you go. Mm-hmm. It's going to take a while, a couple months. I watched him play last night, and it looked like it was my dad's men's league, where those guys are like 55, 60 years old, and you're like, dude, hang up the cleats already. What are you doing? Like, call it a career. I genuinely feel bad. I feel like he's taking so many steroid injections in those knees to get him out there. And I'm like, dude, he looks like he should be in a walker. Did you get the same impression, or am I being too critical?
No, I do agree. Okay, but at the end of the day, he is 38? I think he is, something along those lines. So, but the beautiful thing about him being an attacker or forward and not a midfielder is he doesn't need to run. The best thing about Suarez, I don't ever remember him being a speed demon. He was always someone who was a fox in the box, knew where to put himself. Positioning and the mindset was always the best attribute for him above everybody else. And he's always at the second quicker. And you can even see that last night. Obviously, yes, his knees are letting him down somewhat, but he is still a solid player nonetheless, especially for the MLS. Obviously, if this is Prem, I'd probably say stay away. But because obviously this is a slightly lower quality, obviously Luis Suarez, I think, has still got a part to play for Inter Miami, and I think Mascherano knows that. And otherwise, everything would just be put on Messi. So,
are you saying the level in MLS is not the quality of the EPL?
Look, you know what? I don't want to get into an argument here. All right, but no,
I think it's very evident there is a night and day difference in quality, so it's all good.
Of course, right. So we're not kidding ourselves. But then, like I said, I think Suarez I'm unsure of my captaincy at the moment. I actually think, and who I'm going to speak about now, is Christian Arango could be a better shout, because it's sort of written in the stars that he's playing his first ever game away from Real Salt Lake against Real Salt Lake. So I can just see him scoring at home. The fans are going to go wild. Espinosa will get assists. Rodriguez will get last one tackle, and Daniel will keep me a clean sheet, and then I'm winning a star reward, hopefully. But that's the second team, and then obviously, where's my third team? A little weaker, as you can see, Andre Blake, and that's of Jakub Glesnes away to Orlando. It's going to be a difficult one, that's for sure. Ryan Gould, the Scottish Messi, basically.
Hershey said no gold. There it is, and captain band too. So
exactly, so a double whammy right there for you. Did it all for you. And then obviously you've got Luca Langoni again, who I spoke about earlier, and then also this guy's sort of slept under a little bit, and that's Sviatchenko. And if I was to maybe bring him up score-wise, he is a very, very solid player all round. Decent AA, gets some goals and assists, and last man tackles and clearances off the line. Like I said, 30 worth of AA. I mean, he's a very solid player.
Is that 32 A in a 7-8 loss?
Let me just check that. Yeah, because I think it's over 2 games. I think they do it, don't they? So
yeah, I was gonna say that it was not 7
or 5-4. I think this is when they were obviously playing 2 legs over the knockout.
Must have done, yeah. I was going to say that's incredible. If so,
not sure how that works, but he is one of those players, and so I'm looking forward to that. He has a home against Dallas as well, so a little rivalry going on there as well. So, but who knows? And then I mean, I've got nothing else. Maybe the under 23s I've got going on here, but that's not really MLS, so I probably won't bother showing you. But apart from that, lads, I think that's it. But I'm excited. I am excited for this season. I'm ready and raring to go. I've been prepping for months.
Yeah.
And doing really well with it as well.
I love it. Hey, I think we need to give a quick shout out to I know Jonesy can't be on camera, but he's running the chat right now for us. So he said 7-8 pence. I think you guys have it pulled up here. But Jonesy, wish we had you on camera, man. It's always good to have the quad box up. But yeah, so just want to give a quick shout out to our boy Jonesy running the chat. And all right, Ellis, so it's now your turn to take over.
Yeah, so let's share the screen. 1 second. Oh, yeah, Kat, what are you expecting minutes-wise from Luis Suarez this season?
I'm hoping in the late 60s, something like that will be
60s.
Suffice, yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I don't think he subbed out till late last night. Like even in last night's game.
I think it was the 89th minute he was subbed out, I think, in the end.
Let me know if you
stayed up that late for it.
No, mate. I checked the stats afterwards.
Oh, you checked it.
MLS crazy, mate. I can't always stay up till 5, 6 in the morning, unfortunately. Some of us have work in the morning.
Are you guys? Can you see the screen all right? Or
yeah, you're on it.
Right. So I'm mostly focusing on Classic this season. The team's unbuilt, so I was going to do them with you on stream if you wanted to do that.
I love it.
Let's do it. Help me. Let's go to basic views. Much easier. So I've got I'm going to build the first team here, which is kind of the team I expect to do the best. You can see I've got quite a few keepers. So we'll start with Daniel, like you guys.
Oh my gosh, dude! Watch San Jose now that we all 3 of us picked this clean sheet to happen.
We're invested. They're on 8%.
It's gonna be a 4-3 game, Real Salt Lake, and everyone in chat is gonna be like, "Bro, we let these guys tell us in the first week they all backed San Jose, and that was not planned. We did not plan this. You guys are seeing our lineups for the first time. I mean, I leaked mine early on Twitter, but I didn't know what Ellis and Cap were doing. So
no, this was not planned at all. So I was going to pair them up with Espinosa, little nice back line here. Up front we go Josef Martinez. Looks like he's on 50%. I think he's predicted to the start, so we'll pop him in.
Full San Jose stack.
Yeah, well, I'm missing sort of one key player. I think I need to get one more for that. And we can round it off. Zuni's not going to play, is he?
Are we going to watch you splurge? Are you gonna be the old Detroit bad boy degenerate where every stream I'm dropping some 50 to 100 pounds, just buying guys left and right from what chat's saying?
We'll go with Dylan. We'll see if we can do the job for Columbus Crew at home. And then captain pick, we'll go Espinoza.
Chat, who do you want to see Ellis buy? Come on, let's. I think I can already see it before it comes through. They're all telling you to buy Messi, man.
Yeah, get Messi. 11,000 people in this already. And then I did go out. I don't have a massive budget at the moment, so I did buy some players for the in-season comp. They're nothing crazy. I'll just bring them up here quickly. So we'll go Brad Guzan. I still can't believe he's doing it at this age. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
I've got Zanka, but I'm not sure he's going to start. So I got Schnegg. And then we got this other guy who I looked at his preseason scores. This guy called Kajima. Apologies, Japanese fans, if I've pronounced that incorrectly. He was doing some bits in preseason. I'm thinking, Benteke in front. This could be quite nice. That whole team revolves around him, as you know. Ibrahim Aliyu was pretty cheap in season, so Houston against Dallas could do something. And then I've got a classic Griffin Dorsey as well. And I think we'll probably captain Schnegg, just like Cap.
I like it. It's interesting that you what is that guy's name? Hold on, go back. Danka? It's not Danky. Danky's Cincinnati. Danka.
Oh, Danka for LA.
Danka. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at this guy. How much did you pay for him? Like even
I bought him a long time ago for about £1.
I was gonna say, I think this card was like maybe $1 too, and I was like, wow, for an in-season card, if you were trying to fill a team, that is a perfect shout. To grab that. But Bovo says Hartzell is also a really good one. Yeah, he is. His new card's expensive though, isn't it? Can you pull that up, Ellis?
What card is this called?
Hartzell.
Oh, Hartzell's a great
you
shout.
probably find him right on the scout. He'll probably be one of the top guys.
What a player he is.
There he is. Yeah, this guy's going to do bits this season. £90 in season. Look at that.
It's so weird to see you guys in a different your currency. Like 90 you said 90 quid. That's what you called it.
90 quid. So what's that, like $110 maybe?
Yeah, hold on. I'm about to put that was a buy now for him.
Yeah, buy now, yeah.
Yeah, the buy now for him right now is 114.54.
Ellis, get bidding on that one, mate.
Yeah, look at that. That's on the value, isn't it? Look at
by
this.
the end of the stream, you've got him.
41 minutes left. Who's bidding on this? Anyone we know?
Pull the trigger. I don't know. It's probably Bovo's got a couple and he's beefing it up.
Yeah,
right now. Like,
he's trying to bump the price up.
And now he showed it to everybody, and it's an all-out dogfight for him.
Yeah, no, this guy looks pretty solid. What was his stats last season? So he must be this one. 33 games, 12 assists, 17 goals, almost a goal or assist every game. That's pretty nuts.
Bobo says Bouanga is also a really good shout for sure.
Yeah,
Bouanga is great. I was kind of shocked they didn't bring Carlos Vela back for LAFC.
Yeah, okay. Was there any rumors about that? Or
yeah, I know that they were trying to in the works. They were trying to see if they could make that happen with Griezmann coming in, and I just don't think it's gonna work. Like they've got too much money tied up in Bouanga and Olivier Giroud. For like all their attack.
Were any of you boys lucky enough to pick yourself a under up?
No, I missed
I really don't know too much about him. But there seems to be a lot of hype on Twitter.
Yeah, I ended up picking him up again for £11 the other day. It's about 14, 15 quid, something around that ballpark. Now he's reaching 60. Again, really lucky recently, so it's quite nice.
Yeah, Hershey said enjoyed watching Hartle back in the St. Pauli days. I didn't know he was on St. Pauli.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Yeah.
And Bobo says, no, I don't have in season. I've just got 2 classic teams. Hers said 4:30 a.m. watching Bundesliga 2. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's terrible. I forgot because Hershey's out in Canada, but he's like on the west side. So like how I told you, like right now it's 4:20 p.m. for me. Like Hershey's 3 hours behind me. He's
3 hours behind, you say?
Yeah, so it's like 1 o'clock his time.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. Bobo says LAFC also got that Turkish guy right wing. Yes, just who we were talking about, right? Under?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good acquisition here. Got him on loan with an option to buy. So if he doesn't do very well, just move on.
No foul.
No, but he should do well. I mean, he's done well every time he's played games. It's obviously at Fenerbahce, he's not got that game time.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, hey, listen, I love this. This is definitely what we were trying to talk about, is building lineups, going through all of this, getting everyone's feedback, especially in chat. Might have not been the best on us promoting wise. This was very quick, working with Solar and everything, putting it out there. So this isn't indicative of the viewership of what it's going to be, but it's been very much of a scramble. Like I've had a lot of you guys. Hirsch for sure has been one of my day ones, who's always been on my streams. And I think now with the collaborative effort of me, Ellis, Jonesy, Cap, all working together, you're going to see we're going to build this community, and dude, it's going to go to the moon. And honestly, you're going to want to be getting a part of this. And here's the reason why. Cap, spill the tea.
We are doing a little giveaway.
What are we doing? Whoa. All right, share the tea, Cap. Share the tea.
All right. Okay. So we are doing a little giveaway. We are partnered with SoRev for this. So thank you for them to doing that. But we are doing a giveaway, lads, for a signed Cincinnati kit. How big is that? It's big news. So we need to get that out. And
oh man,
someone viewing, some subscriber.
Wow, I bet someone out there really wants that shirt. I can just imagine it.
Whoever wins it, I'm definitely hitting them up like, hey, listen, anyone in my gallery, it's yours. You send me that shirt as soon as Sober sends it to you. Like, I need it. But yeah, man, it is. It's an awesome giveaway. We're very blessed. Want to give a shout out to Nicholas and Momo. Thank you for hooking the boys up. We'll have all the details. We're gonna post it on Twitter and let that thing go running. And we'll run it for next week. Oh, dude, this is hilarious. Heat says signed Cincinnati kit, and somehow Cobi wins it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be putting some burners, right, and being like, "Wow, man, all these retweets." But no, for real, man, it's super cool. We're super blessed. The team is helping us. We've been telling them like this is something that we very much want to be a part of. It's been a long time coming. I honestly think Jonesy was the first one to reach out to me about bringing me on the team, and then Cap, and then Ellis, and we've all had individual conversations like, dude, there's a lot coming. We're all doing individual stuff. Why don't we all work together on this? And then we reached out to Sober and said, hey, listen, we've got a great idea, and we're going to get the ball rolling. And they said, hey, that's awesome. We want to support, and here's what we can do. And I would have thought, hey, here's a $2 in-season card we'll offer for a giveaway. Bro, they brought the heat right off the rip and said, yeah, let's make Cobi sweat this one. We're going to give away a signed FCC jersey, which would go perfect right here, by the way.
This is space for
But yeah, man, it's awesome. It's an awesome milestone. It's great to have. I know Cap's got some open space. Hey, listen, man. But this is for you guys. We just want to show our token of appreciation to everybody for jumping in the live stream, coming to hang out with us, chatting with us, because that's really the purpose of what we do it. We're obviously all degenerates of So Rare. We love this. We think, there's a great platform for it. But to be honest with you, the best part about it is building in the community. And I think what you guys are going to see with us is that it's not just going to be, hey, every Monday and Thursday we're on the live stream and we come, shoot the shit or whatever it may be and ask the questions. It's, dude, you got friends in Cap, you got friends in Ellis, you got friends in me and Jonesy, and you have support from these guys who are always willing to help out with whatever it may be. If it's building lineups, like I think you all know from my streams, dude, I used to lend cards all the time. Like, yo, you guys need a filler? Take it. I'm not using them this week. I got you. Those are things absolutely we can still continue to do, and just to show the love back to you guys, man. So congrats on the partnership. We appreciate it. It's a lot of work, but honestly, we wouldn't want to do it any other way. And the reason why we do it is to bring this community together, bring you guys here. And we realize there's a gap like in this time. Like nobody streams at this like 3 to 5 o'clock time. And this is, for me and for a lot of us in the United States, kind of getting off work, checking Twitter, what's going on. Well, hey, great to check in, see what the boys are up to. And, it'd be awesome for you guys, UK, late night, trying to build the lineups and putting it all together. So, yeah, just want to say thank you to all you guys who jumped in the stream today. I think we still got another 30 minutes, but I just wanted to make sure that we give the shout out and we can kind of let this be driven by the viewers, what they want to talk about, what you guys, if there's anything that we missed that you want to talk about. I know Hot Streaks was on there, so we got to talk Hot Streaks. But yeah, the giveaway and everything that will be run, and check the socials. So if you haven't followed yet, all around So Rare, Twitter, obviously this is on YouTube, but we're working on Twitter verification. Thank you to the boys. That was not me. Thank you to the boys for helping put that together, getting the verification. So that way, it's not just on YouTube, it's on Twitter. We're going to make sure Twitch, everything is all live, and that this is going to be the best thing. Dude, if you got feedback, hit the boys up. We're constantly trying to learn. This is a new platform that we're doing it in. And I don't know, guys, did I miss anything?
No, mate, I think you've nailed it.
You think you've nailed it? Yeah, you're going to make me cry in a minute, mate. Very emotional.
Make you cry. That's it, dude. I love it. But yeah, still another 30. Hell yeah, Hirsch says. Yeah, man. So listen, this is very much in my forte. I love to stream. I love to kind of play host, be involved in this. And so this has been a blast. But I think what you guys are going to see too, it's not just I drive the ship every time. I'm the one running it. And to be honest with you guys, Monday, I'm not even going to be on the stream. I'm going to be away in Tampa for my national sales meeting. So you get Cap, Ellis, Jonesy, if Jonesy's around, whoever running that show on Monday. And then Thursday, I'm at a bachelor party in Austin, but I think I'm going to bring my stream gear, and I think I'm going to join that. I think I'm going to pop in, and because we'll probably do the giveaway rollout by then. We'll have all the details with Momo and run all that, so you guys will have that. So a lot to look forward to. But first time here and enjoying it very much, Bobo says. Bro, Bobo, we appreciate you. So, faux show. And are you both doing weekly MLS score predictions?
I think we have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to run that, Ellis?
Let's do it. Yeah, let me get the list up.
All right, let's do it.
Who wants? I'll run through the matchups and someone can write down the predictions.
Cap, can you write down? Sorry, I'm trying to go through chat and everything. Hershey says, "Are you all star up?" I have no idea what that means.
Star up. 2 stars.
I don't know.
Not like
this is a puzzle. You guys put together your season predictions. Ooh, season predictions. I haven't actually, but that would be something that would be good to do, right? Well, I don't think the crew are going to be up there. I actually think FCC will be up there for Supporter Shield and maybe MLS Cup.
Yeah, I think there's a good shout, to be fair.
Hershey says, I meant to say, are you all? But I said, are you both? I think he was responding to, are you both doing weekly? But he's saying, are you all doing weekly MLS score predictions? Are we all?
What would you guys prefer?
Cap.
I don't mind. Yeah, I'm down. It's easy. We can try to do some score predictions. Yeah, I'm intrigued.
All right. Well, Ellis has the rundown right here. So let's go. What's the first game on Saturday?
First game is LAFC versus Minnesota. It's at home to LAFC.
See, this is so weird for me because I see 9:30 p.m. I was like, dude, no, it's not. Yeah. There's a game at 4:30 on Saturday.
That's actually a really reasonable time to watch it.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, what you got, Ellis?
LAFC, home game, home opener for MLS. Oh, it's got to be a win, doesn't it? I'm going to go 3-1 LA.
Yep, I second.
No, I was saying 2-2.
2-2.
2-2, lads.
2-2. Bobo says, "Are you also doing viewer lineups? Because I'm not sure who I want to play in MLS lineup."
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Let's run through this real quick, and then let's jump to Bobo and let's help him build it. Oh,
Good plan.
for sure, man. That's I love that idea. Oh. All right. What's the next game? Atlanta, Montreal.
Atlanta, Montreal. Yeah, absolutely. 12:30 Sunday morning at home. Atlanta.
Gosh, that's the time you guys actually have to watch these games. 12:30.
Yeah, it's pretty late. So you basically get to bed at around 2:30 a.m. So it's a big line.
That's brutal.
The Western side games are just a write-off. Like 3 a.m. is just too late.
How do you stay awake for these? Do you actually stay awake?
So rare. If it's a New York City game like Miami, New York, if I'm around, I'll definitely be trying to watch that. Have my team alongside, watching get spanked. So yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
Yeah, we used to just give each other a Discord call. Me, Ellis, and Jonesy at times.
Yeah,
just watch the game together. So it was always a reason to obviously be able to stay up and have them in your so rare. So it was always good.
Well, dude, what I think too is maybe we can do it for some exclusive guys who sub to the channel. But I know in Talk Studio, this might be a little taboo, and we're kind of recorded, but we can put the game up. We gotta watch it together, and we can be in together. You didn't hear me say it, but
you're right. That is a little taboo.
But I'm definitely saying it. Jonesy says a bit of late MLS and DBD. Ain't that right, Cap?
What is DBD? Dead by Daylight. It's a game we always we play for like hours on end. So yeah,
Dead by Daylight.
That's what we always usually do these days, playing some DBD. But then now we've got the games to watch in the middle of the night, so that'll be good.
Yeah,
all right.
I love it.
Atlanta, Montreal. I'm going to go 2-1 Atlanta for this one.
Lati Loth get the goal?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about, Ellis. I agree. I go 2-1.
2-1, Cap?
Yeah, I'll go 2-1. I think 2-1's all right.
I think it's going to take a while. Like, it'll probably be like a 40-minute goal that comes through.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like they're Atlanta too, like turf and everything. Like they like to ping it around for a while. That's if I could put money on like a minute, like if you could guess like the time frame, like I would hammer 40 to 45th minute. That's like the first breakthrough goal happens right before halftime. Someone loses their head. Okay, here we go. All right, what you got?
Cincinnati, New York. I mean, I'm going to go a bit rogue here, guys. Evander joining Denki up front. I'm going to go 4-1 Cincinnati. Big win. Big win.
4-1. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I would say 3-1. 4 is a lot, but hey, they scored 4 last night, and that's what the score was.
There you go.
So I'd say you're more right than I am.
So you're saying 4-1, Ellis, and then obviously you're saying 3-1. Did you say, Cobi?
Dude, I might go 3-2. I think I don't know. I'd hate it for my stack, but yeah, I'll lock me in at 3-2.
3-2. All right, I'm saying 3-1 as well. Well, 3-1. That's what I'm saying.
All right,
Jonesy said 3-1 Red Bulls. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna have to get Jonesy's take on this.
Who's our mod? Can we ban people in chat from saying
stuff? Who is the mod? It's probably Jonesy. Can he ban himself?
Yeah, it is Jonesy.
All right, Columbus Crew at home to Chicago. We discussed this a little bit earlier. If you're with us, it's still a strong team, but they are missing Cucho, so it does hurt them in attack. Let's go something like 2-1 Columbus.
Yeah, I want to say it's a 1-0 game. I think it's a late 80th minute goal. Honestly, I think Jason Russell Rose starts up top, and dude, he's just not it. He's not it. It'll be like an AZ Jackson subs on, and he'll create something. and we'll get the goal at the death. So 80 to 90th minute is where I predict the goal here, and I'm gonna go 1-0 Crew.
So a cagey game. Okay.
I think it'll be a draw. I think it'll be 1-1.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
Jonesy also says 1-1. Chris Brady 93rd minute equalizer.
Love that.
That's
love
hilarious.
DC, Toronto poor defensively. DC, I'm tipping us have a good season, so let's go with 2-1 DC.
I was gonna say 2-0.
I'll say 3-0.
Yeah, I think this is a thumping.
Yeah, I agree. I can't see anything else but DC winning that, to be honest.
Nah.
Oh no, not this one. Right, we'll skip this one. Yeah.
Hey, you're the one who starts it off. Let's see it.
This could be ugly. And I mean that honestly. The back line is really shaky for New York. They're missing some key parts. Missing James Townsend's left as well, so no sort of spine in the midfield. I think this could be 3-1 into Miami, probably.
Yeah, I agree. Same scoreline. I think 3-1. I think you'd be lucky to maybe. I think with Miami's inconsistency in defense, you'll probably sneak a goal somewhere. But 3-1.
I know the goal's coming for New York City. Dude, I just think late game last night. I know this game got pushed back. It was supposed to be the first game of the weekend. It was supposed to be the 2:30 kickoff for us. And now this is pushed back to regular time with everybody else. I think Miami's going to be, older attack. I don't think the goals are in this one. So I think it's like they might get a second and Messi gets the first, but he doesn't get the second. And it's someone like coming in like a Kremoski, like how he did last night, coming in late and bagging.
He's a great player, by the way. He's a class player.
Yeah, I don't know why he doesn't play more often. Like he got a lot of time last year, and I was like, oh wow, he's gonna break through the team. And then they brought Redondo in, and I thought, and I don't get me wrong, I think Redondo is really good. I think you could build the three of Busquets and Redondo and Kremoski, but yeah, I don't know. I guess that's why I'm not the coach.
I think they're buying someone else, aren't they? They're buying. You've probably not heard of him, but Baltazar from Racing Club. He's a half decent young player as well. I think he's early 20s, so he should be a good little addition to that centre mid spot.
I thought you were being facetious. I thought you were gonna say like, "Oh yeah, didn't you hear they're buying Ronaldo or Neymar?" Or I thought you were joking, but then you said someone from a club that I was like, "Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what he's talking
Racing
about."
Club in Argentina, my friend.
Oh, Racing. Yeah. Actually, okay, I do know Racing and River Plate. Oh, those are like the two stacks you would play back in the day.
I just want to point out as well, Bobo's also said almost no clean sheets in the predictions. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Dude, that is MLS. There's always like, dude, it's funny. Like, I don't know, man. I told you I had somebody. Well, I still have a friend who's in the MLS and who I played with, Lala Abubakar. And I'm like, dude, man.
We'll get him on the stream soon.
Yeah, that'd be sick. But I'm like, dude, I don't know. It's just like, it's so shaky. There's always goals. And that's what I said on the Twitter Spaces. I'm like, man, you see the over-under is a lot higher than you do in the Serie A, in the Bundesliga, and a lot of those others where it's built on possession base. So,
just real quick, what was your prediction for the Miami-New York game, Detroit?
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, so Messi get the first, and then Kremoski come off the bench and get another.
Love it. All right, moving on. Orlando, Philadelphia. Did you guys see that Pedro Galisi save when they lost
on Messi?
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Statue of Liberty. Yeah.
Really cool. I can see a clean sheet here, perhaps. I know Philadelphia have got a strong attack. They've got Kai Wagner, but I'm going to go 2-0 Orlando in this one.
I think 2-2. I think it's going to be.
I was going to say. I mean, you look at the last three matchups they've had. This game has goals. But I don't know. Beginning of the season, there's mistakes. I could see this being 1-1.
1-1.
1-1. Perfect. All right, your matchup, Cap, Austin, Kansas City. Is this a Texan derby?
No, Kansas City is not in Texas.
Is it not?
Dallas.
Is it far away?
Dallas. You got Austin.
Dallas, that's the one. Sorry.
Austin,
Yeah.
Houston, and Dallas. Those are 3 in Texas.
Got you. Sorry, my American knowledge isn't quite there yet. Still learning.
It's all right. We're just gonna have to bring you over to the States. Show you a good time.
I don't know if I said this already, but I'm definitely going next year. I should have known that already.
For the World Cup.
Absolutely, 100%. So Austin, Kansas. I can see some goals in this, perhaps. Probably 3-2 Austin.
You said 3-2. Wow, a lot of
3-2.
goals, huh?
Yeah, Kansas. They signed Joveljic, I think, up front.
Yeah. Did you see the graphic last night when they showed him on the lineups? They did it again with somebody. I think for Inter Miami. They showed another, or it was another game last night. But they showed Joveljic. Is that how you pronounce it? Joveljic? I don't know.
Joveljic.
I feel like I'm saying like Novak Djokovic, but anyways, they showed his picture and it was a completely different guy, and they're like, "Wow, a lot's changed since he left LA Galaxy." And you have to look it up on Twitter. I had a good laugh from that. It was like completely different.
Yeah, I'll check that one out.
Heat says Kansas City should be in Texas. Get it out of the Midwest. That's another of my American boys. Heat. Do you guys know Heat? You follow him on Twitter?
I think we saw him on Twitter. Yeah, I've been keeping. I like what he does on Twitter.
Dude, he's great. He puts so much good stuff about MLS. Like he's a big spreadsheet guy, and a diehard St. Louis fan. And we've been chatting for a while. I'm like, dude, I need to come out and I need to come visit you, and vice versa.
Yeah, do definitely need to do like a US get together. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I know Deke was talking about it on his last stream, getting like all the American boys together and doing something from So Rare. So, yeah, I'll have to hit Momo up after we do this giveaway and stuff and tell him like there's stuff in the works. You're waiting on my score prediction here.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it's a 1-0 game, and I think it's Brandon Vasquez goal. I think Kansas City also cold game last night. It's just like, the quick turnaround and then them away. I don't know. It's gonna be warmer. It's gonna be warmer in Austin because that's you're going further south. But
I'm thinking it's gonna be a broad. I think it's gonna be 1-1. I think
1-1. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No win for Matthew McConaughey's team. That's a shame, Cap. All right.
Here we go.
Dallas. This will be good.
Yeah.
I actually think this would be a really good game to watch. I think Houston. That's pretty good. I think Houston might just have the edge here at home. I'm going to go 2-1 Houston.
I'd say 1-1, and you're going to see a Lucho goal. He's going to break through for Dallas.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I actually think it'll be a 0-0.
A 0-0.
0-0. First 0-0.
First 0-0. I've got to put it out there.
Someone had to do it, huh? You took that one.
Someone had to do it.
Exactly. I took the plunge. A 0-0 in the MLS is like never heard of these days, but we'll go with it.
All right. Nashville against New England. Handy Muxal versus Carlos Hill. I'm going to go 1-1 here.
Dude, this is where I could see the 0-0. I really could. So hammer me for the 0-0.
0-0.
I think 2-2.
2-2. I like it.
It depends. If Mukhtar's playing, then it'll be 2-2. But if he doesn't, I think he had a slight injury or something. But I think it's like a 60% starter on inside. So I'm going to put down 2-2 in presuming that he's going to be starting.
So yeah, that's a big factor for Nashville if Mukhtar's playing or not.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Ivo asked, "Is Hector Herrera still at Houston?" Do any of you guys know that?
No, he's gone.
He's gone?
Yeah. Did he go to
he went
South America?
I think he's gone to Mexico, I think.
Mexico.
I'm just pulling this up here real quick, Ellis. Just looking at like what Deke has in here, and I don't see obviously in the starting lineup for him being here. And then, but Deke is usually pretty good. Like Departures.
Oh, they got Chad and
Okay,
Glenn though. That's nice.
Hector Herrera is gone.
Yeah, he's moved to Toluca in the Mexican League.
Yeah,
they had a bit of a spat, didn't they, near the end of the season because he spat at a player or something, and then obviously the manager
only in the MLS.
I don't know if he spat at a player or was spitting like towards a player. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it actually physically hit him, but there was a big spat with. If I remember correctly, but yeah, he's moved on. They were gonna.
Is he ex Atletico Madrid? Hector Herrera?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, top player.
Yeah, he is. Top player.
Bovo has another question though for the Nashville. My prediction of 0-0. He said, "Is Hani Mukhtar questionable?" I've seen that he is potentially available. I've seen his kind of percentages all around like the 60 to 70%. I think everyone's still like not fully sure with it being first game. But let me share my screen real quick. I know you guys aren't big fans of Predictor5, but I use this. And right here it says, is Mukhtar available for the first game? Just updated, but he was held out from the weekend's preseason match to be safe. Doesn't sound like too big of a concern. Only Brugman was mentioned to be unlikely. And then Mukhtar missed 2 of the last friendlies. Is a bit concerning. Do we have at least some photo of him when training? And then this guy said, Sober Scout says, no pictures yet. But yeah, we're getting snow here right now. Like we're getting hit with some snow in Michigan today. We had a foot over the weekend, so it's just like nonstop. I mean, but this is the time. Like this is what happens. So I would say err on the side of caution with Mukhtar. Maybe follow that, but I don't think we can give you a clear definitive answer. Not something that I've seen.
Deke's put him down for being 60%.
Okay. And Hershey said,
that's a big risk.
Yeah, Hector Herrera is in Mexico in Toluca.
Okay.
Toluca. So, yeah. All right, let's keep this ball rolling.
Let's keep this ball rolling. Yeah, St. Louis, Colorado. By the way, I just want to say I really like Colorado's team.
I
really like it. I really like the team. So,
you know who you remind me of?
Pardon?
You know who you remind me of?
Who?
Dordy Mihailovic.
You
look like him. You actually do. Like I'm staring into your soul right now through your camera. But yeah, dude, I actually think you look like Dordy Mihailovic.
I don't mind that, to be fair. I mean, he's a top player.
It's class, yeah.
And I put a little video out midweek, like a £10 classic team, and he was in there. He was probably like the star man in there. So I think he got at least 1 goal in the last game he just plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's good.
Top player.
He's really good.
Navarro up there as well. Yeah, I can see some goals in this. I'm gonna go for an away win here. 2-1 Colorado.
Oh my God, you're gonna break Heat's heart, dude. This is his team, St. Louis.
I'm sorry, Heat. I just have to do it.
Dude, I hate that you did that because I was gonna do it. No.
To be honest, I was gonna do the same. I don't know.
Triple.
We're all in consensus.
Heat, tell us why we're wrong.
Dude, please.
They had a good win the other day. They've got some good players like Navarro, Mihailovic. They've just got some decent attacking lineups there. So, yeah, I think it is Ellis Mihailovic.
Oh, no.
Are we all going 2-1 Colorado?
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
I can see that. Wow. But I would like to know why we're wrong. If Heat can say something, that'd be great.
Dude, what I just want to say as well, by the way. So if you get the score bang on, you get 5 points. Okay, if you get the right prediction, so let's say you said 2-1 LA or whatever, but they won 3-0, then you get 3 points for guessing the right score. And then obviously if you don't get anything, then it's 0. Nada. Yeah. We'll do something like that. We'll discuss sort of like prize maybe at the end. Could be something, so we'll see. And then maybe even a giveaway for the loser to give to the fine subscribers of the channel.
That's a good idea. Cobi, could you just bring up Salt Lake's team for this upcoming game week before I make my decision on this matchup?
Okay. So you said for Salt Lake?
Yeah, Salt Lake.
I have nothing here on Predictor5. Let me pull up. I'm in team profiles here, but let me go lineups. This is why we have both, man. Like it's always good to like cross check what people are saying, because not every time is it the same person either. But this was 4 days ago, so yeah. Deke
So they
said
lost to Rango, right?
yeah. So Chicho is gone.
He's gone to San Jose.
Yeah. Diogo Goncalves. Where is the under 23 American kid with all the neck tats and goofy hair? You know what I'm talking about?
Luna.
Yeah, Diego Luna.
I think because he had a broken nose, didn't he, initially in the first game in the friendly, but for the US national team, I believe, and I think they've just been airing a caution for that. I think.
Yeah. If this team is healthy, yeah, it's Goncalves plays as the cam and Luna goes out to left wing.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I like that team personally. Like, I think there's a good chance for a clean sheet here for San Jose, like a decent chance.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we're biased. We've all got a slight investment in them as well. But I'm being pretty honest. When I see that Salt Lake team, I don't think there's too many goals in that attack as it currently stands. So yeah, San Jose. Let's go for a 3-0 win.
Hershey said, "Yeah, broken nose." But yeah, I'd say 2-0.
2-0. I think San Jose are gonna. I think 4-1. I think it's going to be a big boy. I think it's going to be a big boy.
There's got to be at least one big boy in these matchups, surely, this week.
That's what I'm thinking, and I think this is going to be San Jose, and then they'll start plateauing out and just drawing and losing probably again. No, my luck with Daniel Rodriguez.
So true. All right, moving on. Seattle versus Charlotte. Dean Smith, Charlotte, Zaha versus Stephen Fry. By the way, do you see his classic price for limited? It's just absolutely skyrocketed.
What is it?
I think it's up to like 12 quid for a classic limited keeper. One of the highest for sure. I'll bring it up now actually. Yeah, about 10 quid in classic.
Well, I think that's like still part of what people do, right? They use the keeper because the keeper is so expensive for in season, and you use that as your one-off too. So you see they're going a little bit higher. Typically.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely a strategy conversation to be had there about, which classic cards should you prioritize. We can talk about that another day perhaps. But yeah, Seattle, Charlotte, two really strong goalkeepers in this game and really strong teams actually both on paper. So I could see this being quite even perhaps. Probably 1-1.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say 1-1 or 0-0. So I actually don't think Zaha scores. I think it's gonna take him a minute to get used to this league. Lock me in for 0-0, Cap.
0-0.
Yeah, 0-0.
Ellis 1-1. I'm sort of thinking 0-0 as well because they're both quite defensively astute teams as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't see Zaha doing anything in the first game, so I'm going to lock in a 0-0.
Yeah.
I like it. Portland Timbers, Vancouver Whitecaps. I think there are goals in this game.
This is Hershey's team. Don't hurt his feelings.
Hershey's Whitecaps, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gould does something this game. He definitely gets the decisive. I'm thinking probably 2-1 Vancouver.
Wow, that's what I had. Come on, Ellis. Let's go.
We're just in sync, mate.
I know we are. 2-1.
Yeah, I'd say 2-0 Vancouver.
Woo! Man.
I like it.
I do. All right, and then we got last game.
Big game. Californian derby. Got that one right.
In a good time for you. Like, not awful.
Yeah,
it's not awful. It's not kicking off at 3 in the morning. So
yeah, the problem is it's midweek, so like you don't have that extra day. It eases into your work day a bit, but it's
this is Monday.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is 9 p.m. Oh no, that's not true at all. This is what time for? If this is midnight,
this
for
is midnight here.
Okay, the 7 p.m. for us. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So that would be 7 p.m. on Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, and for Hershey, this is 4 p.m. So yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean that's the same in England. Like the big game in the Premier League is always on at 4:30 or 4 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah, I think LA gives San Diego the business.
Yeah, I think you're spot on. To be fair, I think welcome to the MLS. You're playing against the team that's just got another star on their badge. So yeah, probably LA 3-0 here.
It's literally, you took the words out of my mouth. We are so in sync. It's wild.
I said 3-0 as well.
3-0 on the board.
Right,
Come on, San Diego. Prove us wrong.
So that would be awesome. We got 5 more minutes left on the stream. Do you want to pull up Ellis Bovo's team and we go through?
Yeah, Bovo. How's best to do that then, do you reckon?
Sora data.
Yeah, let's go on Sora data.
And then data. Cap, how do you say it?
Data.
I think it's you Brits. You say data. Sora data.
All right, mate. Let's not get into accents. I'll take the piss out of you all day, lad. Don't worry about it. Also, boys, we have got the tick now.
Oh,
Bovo, what's your Sora name? Oh, love it.
Right now, there we go.
All right, look at that.
Is it Bovo 45? Oh, Zach Lamp. What an interesting name.
Maybe, yeah, his name's Zach.
Yeah, it's pretty simple as that, isn't it? It's not coming out.
You spelled it wrong.
No, Zach.
K.
Z-A-K. Don't say K too many times.
I said it 3 times, and I was like, "Oh,
and there was actually a torch. All right, MLS. Is it in season? Let's have a look. Yeah, 2024. It is. Okay, cool. So I'm guessing Stephen Fry.
Is this in season? No, this is classic.
Oh, this is classic. Yeah, it is.
It's flashlight in Dutch. Oh,
is it?
Zaklamp.
Oh, mate, look at this team. This is. I'm just filling it in as I see it. But tell me if I'm wrong.
I was going to say, did you want our input, or are you just going
to? Ellis is like, don't worry about it. I got it. I'm going to I got somewhere to go in 3 minutes.
Is Bovo going to tell us, or I was just putting it in? Let me know if you see anything different, guys. He's got Buanga as well at home. I do like that. Where would you put him in though?
Well, I guess you didn't think St. Louis would do much against Colorado.
It's true, but then you've just got a star player like Hartel.
Hartel's like Wagner, though, isn't he? He doesn't need his team to actually do well. He just does well. Evander's obviously an obvious one. Fry, we thought it was going to be a low-scoring game, although they did concede to Honduras. I think it's a Honduras.
He said he's got 2 teams. So do you split, or do you go one heavy with the big boys like this?
Yeah, I mean, Hartel for Buanga is definitely a shout, I reckon. I mean, captaincy has to be Messi, obviously.
Well, if he's building a second team, so you got Carlos Heel, right? Buanga, Danke. So I think you can't. I mean, you're going to play 2 forwards in this one because of what you're doing.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah.
Right? So, like, you making that. Well, I guess you can make that swap for either.
Yeah. What would you. Does Buanga outscore Hartel? There's a pretty good chance he does.
I would say Danke is the 3rd on the list, and then you know me, like I'm pro FCC, but I would say, honestly, I'd say Buanga, Hartel, Danke would be my 3.
Buanga, Hartel, Danke. Let's try that then.
I'd probably would get rid of Yaman as well, and probably put Yamar in personally.
So you're going Lloris, Yamar, and then let's save that. Let's go back to that other team.
I mean, we did say that game would be 0-0. So, I mean, his defensive options are really good because we also said LA would show up against San Diego. And if you're talking clean sheet, I mean.
Should we do this?
Is Carl Gill not a shout?
Yeah, I mean, he is, to be fair. He's away from home. Less chance of scoring against Nashville, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me have a little look at his away form.
He is one of those players that can do it anywhere, at any time.
Let me have a look. Away scores. I mean, his away scores are probably if anything better than his home scores.
So does he outscore someone like Buanga this week?
Well, Minnesota look like they're going to be playing a 5 at the back, so they're going to be very defensively. Very defensive minded. I can't remember what we put. Let me just have a look at what we put for LAFC.
We expect some goals, didn't we?
Well, I said 2-2. Ellis, you said 3-1, and Cobi, you said 3-1 as well. So, yeah, I'm just not sure. It could. I like Carl's Gill. I think he's a better shout, maybe, but I can see why people would have gone buying that.
This is a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's true.
Like he's got really class players. So I think we can all agree you can't not play Messi and give him the captain ban.
Correct.
It's like, dude, hundreds are just. I mean, Evander does give him a run for his money. I just think we need to see a full 90 with Evander. I think yesterday was a fitness. Give him the last 30, and then maybe the first game, if it already is starting hot, he plays 60 and 70, and then he pulls out. But Messi, I think, plays a full game. And I said you'd only get one goal, but you also know with Messi, you got to captain him. So
yeah. So with that theory, do we just go with Vander and Denki together? There's probably a shout there, all in on that game.
Locking that together? Yeah, well, then I guess you could play Hartle, and then you could play Bouanga.
Together.
And move. So that is one. But yeah, man.
And then we could put Cars Hill in this last team. Captain.
Perfect.
Bouanga maybe on penalties at home.
I think if someone was to score for LA, it's going to be Bouanga. So yeah, I'd probably do that.
Yeah. Nice teams.
I love it.
Really nice teams.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, Bovo, we really appreciate it. Thank you for coming in the stream. Hopefully we gave you a little more insight for your team and looking at that. But yeah, man, I just want to give a shout out to Cap, shout out to Ellis. It's good to have you guys be in here, and it's good hanging out. This will, like I said, this is not the last, man. You guys are gonna see us a lot more. And so appreciate you all jumping into chat, especially Bovo, with you being so active, man. That's awesome. We love having that. But yeah, so if you haven't already, follow us on the socials all around So Rare. You can find it on Twitter. You can find it on Spotify from some of the old stuff if you want to go back and listen to. That was pre me days. Like this is like OG Ellis and Cap and Jonesy days. But yeah, man. So like go hit up our socials and go follow that. And then we also have individuals, but I'm telling you, the spot to find it all is going to be on the collaborative channel that Cap said is officially verified, and you guys will see it. We will post the giveaway stuff. And we'll figure something out, especially for you guys. For the first guys being in here, we might not be able to give you like the oomph for that extra FCC jersey, but me, I think I could find something to work around. Maybe hook you guys up with the in-season card myself, just to show a token of appreciation. So yeah, man, it's great to have you guys. Cap, Ellis, always a pleasure chit-chatting with you guys. And if you need anything, reach out to us on Twitter, our socials. You got @SoRareCap, you got @SoRareEllis, and you got me being crazy as ever with that @Detroit Bad Boy SR. A little off-brand, but yeah, we'll see. So, but hey, man, just want to thank everybody for joining the call today, hanging out with us. If you liked it, let us know. If you want stuff that we didn't talk about to go on here, like hot streaks. We forgot about hot streaks.
I've got some big opinions about that.
Forgot about hot streaks. Things like that, like we got to chat about. But you know what? I think that's a great one where we can kind of talk about that in the future and going through. Would love to get you guys' input.
I think that calls for spaces. I think for a hot streak.
Spaces. Yeah. We could absolutely talk about that. I mean, even doing a Twitter space and going on that, getting you guys involved, hearing your voice, and running that. So for sure. But yeah, man, I love it. So, well, thank you guys for joining. And we will see you all Monday. What time you guys streaming, Cap? You guys schedule yet together for that? Same time, 3:30?
Yeah, about 3 o'clock US for you guys, but probably about 8 p.m. UK. So yeah, we should be able to sort that out for you guys.
Yeah.
2-1 Hershey.
She said, I missed the Vancouver prediction. Hope was 3-0 all. I think he's going to be pleasantly surprised. You want to just give it to him real quick, Cap, before we call it a day?
All right, let me just find it. So, all right, Hershey, we got Cobi went 2-1 win to Vancouver. So did Ellis. but I did one up. I said you would win 2-0. So
Love it.
Yeah, we have the balls. Ryan Gould, hopefully being my captain, gets 150 points.
There you go. You heard it here from the All Around So Rare pod. Appreciate you guys. Legend. Hey, man, you're a legend for being here. Appreciate it. And yeah, guys, thanks again. Anything else you want to close out with?
I think that's it, really. I guess one more question, just close it off. The movie Schmidt is a weekly thing. Cobi, you start. Who's going to get 100 this week?
Oh, Diego Rossi.
Cobi,
He'll get the one goal for the crew, the AA. He's got to be the new guy. So,
Cobi, you might need to run the video.
Do what?
The video. Do you remember the pick of the week?
Oh, the pick of the week.
Sorry, it's gone. We'll have to do that next time now.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Did you like that?
Oh, nice animation.
Nice. There we go. We got the pick of the week. And mine, obviously, I've said mine earlier, Hershey. It's going to. I'm going to stay with Gould. I can just see him doing well against away from home. I can just see him.
Love it, boys.
Gold. And Jonesy says Chris Brady 100 with the last minute goal.
Chris Brady 100 with that goal. The crucial goal.
So, yeah, man. Hey, I love it. Thank you guys for joining. It was great to hang out with you all. And then I will be in chat on Monday, hanging out with you guys if I can. But if not, you are in good hands with Cap, with Ellis, with Jonesy. And I will hopefully see you guys again next week on Thursday. If not, my boys got it. So I'll catch you all later. All right. See you, boys. I'm out of here.
See you guys. Bye-bye.